Koch Institute is all about collaboration and interaction. Collaborations within the building between scientists and engineers, collaborations across the MIT campus with investigators whose laboratories are elsewhere, but nevertheless have important perspectives and important tools with which to work with their cancer research colleagues. We also interact extensively with our area clinical colleagues. We have a project which we term the Bridge Project, which is a formal interaction with the Dana-Farber Harvard Cancer Center. We have advanced science and technology. They have clinicians, clinical investigators, and cancer patients. And there's a tremendous opportunity to link our knowledge and our know-how with the clinical opportunities that exist across the river. And so we're just getting that started, but it's actually off to a wonderful start, I think. And I think will give our scientists and our engineers an opportunity to translate their discoveries and their new technologies to direct benefit of cancer patients. So that's another example of interaction. And another important one is our interactions with industry. We can only do so much in our research labs. We can only take our ideas so far. We cannot commercialize our products from within our walls. We don't have the right funding. We don't have the right workforce. So we need to get our ideas out, and we've done that in a number of different ways, including new startups. MIT is a very entrepreneurial place, and we've participated in that entrepreneurial activity. Bob Langer leads the way in that regard, but many of us are involved in startup companies, and many of them are flourishing, including ones that are directly related to the research that's taken place within the context of the Koch Institute. We also license our technology, our intellectual property, to existing companies extensively, and we partner with existing companies, device manufacturers, pharmaceutical companies. Probably the best example of that is a recently signed collaboration that we have with Johnson & Johnson. We call it the Transcend Project, and this is research funding from Johnson & Johnson to support research in our laboratories that the company finds of interest. These are ideas that are brought to the company by our investigators. They're not predetermined by the company. The company does have an opportunity to review them, and they have certain rights to intellectual property that's derived from the research that they fund. But I think more important than that, the company, and this is a policy that we'll take with as many partners as we can attract, the company is interested in engaging at different levels, not just providing funds and having access to intellectual property, but taking research projects that start at MIT and moving them into the company's own laboratories, using the resources of the company, chemical screens, for example, that we can't do as well as they can do, so to partner with them in the actual ongoing research activity. Likewise, taking individuals from our laboratories and placing them within the company for periods of time, which might fast-track the research, but also give our trainees exposure to what research is like in the context of the company. And finally, and this is quite unusual, having individuals from the company come and work at MIT as visiting scientists for periods of 3 months or 6 months or longer, participate in the research, and also represent a conduit between the research laboratory and the activities of the company. So company interactions are extremely important to us, and we're off to a great start there too.